Hello everyone, Ryan Bailey here from VICI Trading Solutions. Thanks for joining me. I want to walk you through the exact process I use every day. This isn't about teaching you how to chart, it's about showing you the framework behind the Substack plans and Discord levels, so when you see my charts, you know exactly what you're looking at. I always begin with the monthly chart. These are the biggest levels, so they carry the most weight and usually give the strongest reactions. On my chart, monthly levels are always shown as solid purple. If a monthly level has already been tested, but it's significant, I mark it with a solid red line. This tells me that it has been touched, but price holding above or below is still extremely important. You can see this was a tested monthly down here, and these are untested monthlies above. Next, I drop into the weekly chart. These refine the big picture zones. Weekly levels are marked as a dashed purple. If a weekly level has already been tested, but it still matters for control, I mark it as a red dash, which means tested but significant. Here is an untested weekly here, and here is a tested significant weekly here in a red dash. From there, I go to the daily chart. These are the swing levels I reference all the time in the trade plan. Daily levels are dotted pink. When a daily level has been tested but is still important, I mark it as dotted red. Again, tested but significant above or below. As you can see on this chart, this is a dotted pink daily, and this is a red dotted daily, meaning it has been tested both top and bottom, but important for above or below. Then I move into the 4-hour chart. This is my primary execution time frame. These levels are dotted green. If a 4-hour has been tested but still matters, I'll show it as a dash green, tested but significant. As you can see here, this is an untested 4-hour dotted green level. Below is a very significant tested 4-hour level. You can see it played here, and here, and here, and here, and once again here. Clearly very important to be above or below, or better known as significant. And occasionally, I'll mark 1-hour levels for precision inside a zone. These are dotted yellow, but I never use a 1-hour level to define trend, only for refinement. As you can see, I've marked a 1-hour level here, very close to a 4-hour level, which gives us a nice, tight precision zone. And also lower, once again, we have a 1-hour level directly below our significant 4-hour. This gave us a nice, tight zone to also play for the long, and could provide context if we sweep below this low, play this 1-hour, and reclaim our significant 4-hour. One thing that's very important, I only trade untested levels. My philosophy is simple. The first test is the best test. This is where you get the cleanest reaction. If you see a level marked in these colors on my plans, it means I'm waiting for price to come to me for that very first touch. Once it's been hit, I'm no longer interested. Each time frame gives you a reaction that matches its weight. A monthly or a weekly will drive the biggest moves. A daily is next, then 4-hour, and finally a 1-hour gives you the smallest reaction. That's why I focus on the higher time frames. I'm not here to scalp. My goal is 1 to 2 trades a day max. I want the meat of the move, and that comes from waiting patiently for price to come into these higher time frame levels. So that's my process. Top-down analysis, color-coded levels as I chart, and a strict first touch philosophy. This way, when you see my Substack trade plans or the Discord levels, you know exactly how to read them and what kind of reactions to expect. Check out the chart legend linked right below this video. That's your quick reference guide for all this. Until next time, trade smart, stay prepared, and together we'll conquer these markets.